Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and I welcome you all the people in Pakistan, Pakistanis all over the world, people of India, Indians all over the world. A great Sat Sri Akal to people in Indian Punjab and Punjabis all over the world. And a great hello to people of Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh. Then people are watching my videos in UAE, Saudi Arabia, Africa, several countries of Africa. I'm getting messages from there, Zimbabwe. Then I got messages from Cameroon and some other parts of Africa. So a great hello from Asad Yaqub from Pakistan. Actually, one of my students, she got 8 bands in IELTS reading. She tried 6 times. In the first try, she got 8 bands, then 7. And finally she got 8 bands in IELTS reading. So I am going to interview her. Let's just talk to her and see what does she say about this 8 bands and how did she achieve 8 bands in IELTS reading. Hello Natasha, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How about you?
Quite good, thank you very much. Natasha, you got 8 bands in IELTS reading, huh?
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, somehow. I can understand. What do you mean by somehow? Okay, so this is really awesome. I mean, after your interviews on IELTS listening and your speaking tests, my students further wanted to know, and I think, Natasha, it's not going to be a bad career to become an IELTS instructor, huh?
Yeah, by now I've got practice so many times.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can become a wonderful IELTS trainer and you can have your own IELTS channel and a lot of people will follow you as they follow me, huh?
Yeah, I will channel them to you.
Okay.
You are a better tutor.
Okay, thank you very much. So Natasha, you tried IELTS 6 times and in 2 times you achieved 8 bands and in 2 times you achieved 7 bands and 2 times you achieved 6.5. I've got your result in front of me. First time you got 8 bands straight away, second time 7, third and fourth time 6.5, then again 8 and finally 7. So how did you come about all this band score and what do you say about it?
So for the initial test that I gave, the reading when I was doing, I noticed that I took a lot more time in the third passage. The fill in the blanks, I would do it quick. So I was very good in fill in the blanks because the grammar comes into the picture, so I was able to find the answers. The confusing part was match the headings.
Okay.
That was confusing part, and I would get stuck in true or false and debating, or not given or false.
Okay.
So that's where mainly the time would go in the last passage of reading. The main benefit that I had is the moment when you told me for reading, practice academic, and I started practicing academic instead of general, because you told me start doing academic and I would solve the test in 1 hour pretending that it's a real exam, and I would get around 31, 32 right. So I would think if I can get 32, 33 right, then in general I would get 4, 5 wrong maybe, or 3.
Okay. So how was your first interaction with IELTS reading? I mean, when for the first time, because in first attempt you got 8 bands in reading. So how was your first interaction?
The reading passage was easy. It took a lot of concentration and I had to be really, really present in the moment. Like, I thought I'm in a bubble and there is no one around me, because there's always distractions. We waste 1 or 2 minutes here and there, and then I ended up putting a lot of time in one question. If I didn't know, I moved on and I came back to it and made sure I wrote the right answer in the answer sheet directly and not on the question paper.
Okay. Now, Natasha, in 2 attempts, you got 6.5 band. So, are you going to blame Cambridge for that, or where you took your test, or the test was difficult, or are you going to blame yourself for that? Because usually when students get low band score, they tend to blame Cambridge and they are doing it deliberately. So, what do you think? In 2 attempts, you got 6.5. Like in April you got 6.5, April 2018, Then in June 2018, you again got 6.5 in reading. So what caused that?
One of the tests, I went out of the city. I went to New Jersey to take the
Okay,
test.
okay.
And one test I went to take in Canada, in
My
Montreal.
God, okay. You went to Montreal all the way to take IELTS test.
Yes, because
Okay.
there were no dates available close
Oh
to
my
my house.
God.
It was 2 months later.
Okay.
So the one where I went to New Jersey, it was a hall, and they made 45 people sit in that hall.
Mm-hmm.
So two people shared the same bench that they were sitting. So when the
Okay.
reading exam was there, the guy next to me started shaking his legs. You know, like sometimes people think and then they shake their legs, and the
Okay.
whole bench was shaking. So that was kind of a distraction for me to
Okay. Okay.
concentrate, and I
Uh-huh.
couldn't complain about it to the people who are taking a watch, because I would lose time if I would have
Mm-hmm.
gotten into all of that. So I think I couldn't focus on it, and I let it get it to me. I mean, if I could have chosen, I would have not let it get to me. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
would just have ignored it. But that is my mistake. I mean, he
Okay.
was shaking the bench, and that was distracting, so I lost my concentration. And the second time, the reading was very tough.
Okay.
I thought, as compared to the previous one,
Mm-hmm.
uh, readings that I've given. But the last test which I took, which I got an 8 in reading,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
the one which I gave in June 28th, I finished my reading 10 minutes before.
My God, really? And people are always complaining we don't have enough time for reading and all that. You finished 10 minutes before.
Yes, yes,
Amazing.
because
How come?
the main thing is, I had deep dived into the test paper,
Okay.
and I took like I wanted to finish the test beforehand so I can check the answers and feel satisfied and
Mm-hmm.
see it through happening, that I'm getting all 40 out of 40 right. So I wanted that satisfaction time frame where I can check my answers. Also the matching the headings and all, I did practice a lot. Because
Okay.
I did the academic practice, the general was easy. That's why I could finish 10 minutes earlier. And that was
Okay.
your suggestion.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So, Natasha, now let's talk about your preparation. I mean, one thing, this is very nice that you studied or you took practice test from academic and then you got good bands in gender training. Apart from that, what sort of advice do you want to give to my students who want to get at least 7 bands in reading? What should they do? Because reading is quite challenging for the students. So, what do you recommend for them?
So the first thing that the students need to adopt this belief system, that they can definitely get 9 out of 9. They want
Okay.
7, which is fine, but they have that they are capable of getting full 40 out of 40. They need to have that assurance and that willpower and that confidence and that belief system, because
Mm-hmm.
the belief leads to thoughts, and thoughts leads to belief, and that leads to experiences.
Okay, okay, wonderful. That's so good. So, yes, please, would you say some more?
Second thing is that they should like practice in a real time scenario, like 1 hour, no disturbance from friends or no cell phones, and practice in a real time scenario to get all 40 out of 40 right in that time frame, and do an academic test. Because if they do academic, then the general is a little bit easier, like you mentioned.
Okay, that's fantastic. So, is there anything else you want to say to my students who are struggling with their reading module and they're not getting their desired band score?
Or the in general, if they can read newspapers and magazines, that would be great, because the articles on the newspapers, like I started reading online articles just for my understanding, and try to understand the meaning of that paragraph on a
Mm-hmm.
holistic level,
Okay,
because that helps in the matching the headings.
okay,
Uh,
okay. So, which question type did you find confusing and how did you overcome that?
I actually found the most confusing ones was give the or detect the heading or
Okay.
which paragraph does the heading match.
Okay.
The main thing, I understood the gist of the paragraph, like what the author is trying to say. On a high level, I understood and I gave it a meaning according
Okay.
to my understanding. And if the
Mm-hmm.
meaning had a synonym in the answer sheet, that would be the answer if they had matched.
Okay, okay, that's amazing. Fantastic. So now we come towards the end of this talk show. If there is anything else you want to share with the students that they should do to get their required bands in reading?
Yeah, I would just say like just keep on practicing, but have that belief system in you that you are capable and you will get it, and have it because the present moment just exists now, and if you believe now that you already have it, it will come to you no matter what comes in the pathway or what obstacle arises. They'll
Okay.
definitely get it. Just they have to be positive
All
about
right.
things.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Natasha. Have a great time. Thanks a lot, huh?
You're welcome.
So
Thank you.
nice of you. Thank you. Take care.
Take care.
So this was Natasha from USA, and she's given us wonderful tips. Now these are the tips you will never get from any trainer or teacher. I mean, Natasha's been through IELTS 6 times and she's got wonderful experience of IELTS, and whatever she said, you have to follow that. If you like this video, hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel Asad Yaqub and the other channel Asad Yaqub Vlogs. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub with Natasha Kundu. Wish you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.